Okay. Throat's feeling a bit better. I thought I was getting sick. Maybe not. I don't know. Definitely felt a little weird. So, doing much better now. It's time to bring all this iron back. So let's go over to Swamp. Get this boat set up. Get the iron set up. Ooh, it's going to be good upgrade my stuff. Oh, it's going to be real good. Just get my mouse pad set up and everything. My mat. Alright, we got these done. Let's see. This portal's here. I got the iron from this, right? I assume so. Yeah. Okay. Alright, sweet. I'm set for serpents. I'm set for all that. So, let's see. The route back should just be pretty simple. Yeah, let's just keep going on the eastern side here. Let's bring it back. I do have some things to talk about. Hooray! Couple things, plural. Love that. And generally, it's a great contrast of gaming from what I've been doing off camera, off all that, which is just more Elden Ring, you already know. They're dead. Oh, you're not? Yeah, you are. Okay. Alright, we got a bunch of leeches here. Let's just take care of those. Shocking. Gotta upgrade this Frostner sometime. Okay. Let's get the... I didn't take out the bench. Okay, then let's see if we can quickly mitigate this. Swamp wood isn't very available without an axe, sadly. We do have some nice bushes though. Let's see, we got 6. Let's get rid of this trophy. Ah, jeez, we got a spawner there, Draugr there. I should have brought the bench over from the portal. Oh well. Okay, we got some bushes here, but they're very close to this Draugr spawner area. Let's keep it moving. It's an old crypt there. Is that skeleton or a Draugr archer? Probably skeleton. Yeah, skeleton. Okay. Fucky. What? Where are all these skeletons coming from? Am I getting a little unlucky? Alright, more bushes and turnip seed. That's it. That's more than enough. Okay, and this should be a good spot. Let's get the boat in there. Just heading off this way. It's fine if it's a little bit on land there. It'll be easy to load. Somewhat. I still have to jump up, kinda. Oh well. Yeah, let's drop. I don't have to drop. I can store it. Okay. Let's mark this on the map. Okay, not my usual boat marking, but it'll do. Alright. So, I want to talk about Path of Exile 2. Because it kind of relates to my interest with Elden Ring, which is interesting. If you're not paying attention to what's going on with the Dawn of the Hunt patch and the subsequent updates, and the developer messaging, then you might be confused as to why Path of Exile 2 has anything to do with Elden Ring. Well, the lead developer in Path of Exile 2, I forget his name, it's not important to me what his name is, he has cited Elden Ring and its meaningful combat as like a great, a really big marker as to the changes that he wants to implement and has implemented in Path of Exile 2, Dawn of the Hunt, all that. He wants this game to be more methodical, more meaningful combat, and it has really been received shittily. And I think that yeah, it looks like hot garbage, and it doesn't seem like he understands what meaningful combat is in terms of his game that he's looking for. It doesn't seem like he really understands what Elden Ring or Souls combat is, and how to make a more methodical Path of Exile game work. Similar to that style, I guess, or closer to it. It does not seem like he knows what to do. And a lot of the Path of Exile players are upset, and I think rightfully so. It just seems ridiculous. I know that they've rebuffed some stuff, but that initial Dawn of the Hunt campaign, when that launched, oh boy, what a fucking disaster. Mobs, like regular mobs, what they call white name mobs, were extremely strong relative to how they've ever been, and there were effectively no trash mobs, which again, I've talked about this. Trash mobs are good. They're important. They are so vital, and they're just a hallmark of an action or RPG developer that knows how to make progression feel good. Like, you need trash mobs. I'm sorry, all the people that are like, oh, there are no trash mobs, and they think that's a positive. My God, garbage. Like, no game sense. Holy shit. No, there needs to be trash mobs. Trash mobs are incredibly important. Trash mobs are not a waste of time because they could drop useful things. In any of these games, they could drop useful things or give you good EXP or whatnot. Usually it's the drops, the potential drops that matter. The EXP for certain other systems, maybe learning, mastering abilities or whatnot, that's important. I've already given trash mobs a good deal of explanation in this series as to why they're important. Obviously, Valheim does it very well in its varied encounters. Yeah, trash mobs are good. And yeah, the fact is that trash mobs also exist in Souls games and Elden Ring, and they've always existed in Souls games and Elden Rings all the way since Demon Souls. And so, like, what the fuck? Why were the trash mobs in Path of Exile, a notoriously easy type of action game, those ARPGs which are really DRPGs, why were those turned to be more difficult than a Souls mob? Like a Souls trash mob? Why? How absolutely ridiculous. And then they're like citing Soul, like, oh, we wanted to make it like Souls. Bullshit. You don't understand Souls. Jesus, man, that's awful. Just bullshitting his way with these reasonings. And it's very clear to me that he didn't understand Souls. The head developer didn't understand Elden Ring. Like, I just picked up this one very interesting build that I've had just sort of on the back burner for a while, and I played some of that today. Get my main weapon and get it maxed out. Great deal of fun. Just maybe an hour of gaming. And the joy of that, if you talk to a shit ton of random Souls gamers, the joy of going through the level is usually the level design. And, oh, tunnel leeches. The joy of the bosses in the standard combat is to experience the dance, or the flow state. Smooth back and forth. And I would argue, actually, when the dance breaks, when there's not an even back and forth just about, in terms of attack, dodge, counter, the dance breaks in your favor because of control via hit stun, via the stance break mechanic is the most obvious one. The dance breaks in your favor so long as you put the skill in. Usually. Now there are a bunch of hyper OP shit in Elden Ring which I wish they balanced out. And I can tell that with the overarching mentality of some of these, I'm trying to be respectful here. I wanna be rude to DRPG fans so badly, but they're in the right at the direction of Path of Exile too, so I won't be. But there are some of them that really have this mentality when they look at Elden Ring and the patches that rightfully some of these overpowered tools, abilities, whatnot got nerfed in these patches. They say, oh, well, you know, they shouldn't have nerfed them. It's an action game. It's an action RPG. You can't nerf things. You can't do that. And I'm like, okay, bro. So some of them I can understand looking at it, how you might want to be looking from the outside as dismissive, but I gave you the trash mod comparison for a reason. The head dev and the balance really got messed up in Path of Exile 2. There's no two ways around it. Even though you might have a jerk neck response, being like, okay, they're usually when they play other games that are called action RPGs, they could be a bunch of whiny bitches that their favorite toy got rightfully nerfed. Okay, there's me being kind of rude to them, but whatever. But they're right in this case. Now, some of them, I don't remember the name of this one guy. It starts with an A. He's not important. It's like this like middle-aged dude that's just really angry at a bunch of stuff, apparently, when it comes to gaming and shit. I know that doesn't narrow it down a lot. But he commented on, ooh, we're done here. He commented on Path of Exile situation and how the head dev doesn't understand how Souls games work, and he doesn't understand how Elden Ring works, which is true. And then he went and said, well, Elden Ring, you're supposed to find the most broken shit and just destroy everything. And I'm just thinking, like, damn, you are going to, like, don't get Night Rain. You're going to suck ass at Night Rain because you have no fucking fundamentals. You're shit at the game. You crutch on shit that shouldn't exist because it's overpowered. Look, I had my fun. I had my fun with overpowered shit. And then the more I restricted down to what a reasonable upgrade from Dark Souls mobs and bosses to Elden Ring would be, given that Elden Ring mobs and bosses are more difficult, and you get more powerful stuff as a result of that usually. I wanted to make sure that I had an experience, and that I kept the fundamentals that would keep me going not only when I replayed the old Souls games, but that when I played new Souls games and the balance team actually had their shit together, that I could be able to understand and function with what you would call a Souls veteran skill set. It's usually the Souls vets, that's what they call them. I don't know why they call them that, but it's because the games are hard. That's why they call them that, I think. And so you realize that the gameplay of Elden Ring is just not in a vacuum. And you can put some analysis in, do some comparisons, and understand that, oh, hey, Leviathan, that a bunch of these mechanics, a bunch of these items and tools, like a lot of these things in Elden Ring, are extremely overpowered. I talked about it in the DLC review that I did a while ago. But some of the extreme buff stacking that you can do in Elden Ring will allow you to one-shot or just kill extreme super bosses in the DLC in like 3 jump attacks or something stupid like that, or in 1 hit. And there's no way that's intended material. There's no way that they went and like did this. And I can tell you this much because, oh, another one. There are so many bullshit strategies and glitches that still exist in Dark Souls 3 because it's post-patch, and they didn't want to go back in and fix it even though the servers are still operating, that existed at Elden Ring launch. And they had to immediately emergency scramble because people started making videos. And people had mass reported these bugs in Dark Souls 3 for a long time. And they hadn't fixed them until they, well, we want our Elden Ring, our new fancy game, to be received well, and we want it to be polished and functioning. So, we fixed those things. And so, this is just history repeating itself. When we have hyper unbalanced things just in the game, when we have spirit summoning not balanced correctly, you know, we have games that do summoning fine. Fucking V Rising does summoning well. You have this like poison shield where on hit, if you block something, it will summon these weak ass little skeletons. Yeah, they get one tapped. Good. They've done so much for you already if you are remotely competent. You get your combos, you get your setup, you stack buffs or range debuffs or what have you. Summon Skeleton is the best ability in Champions of Norrath, Champions Return to Arms. The skeleton is a glass cannon. That doesn't matter because you can go up and support your skeleton and stack control, stack debuffs, get your combos in, start debilitating and killing the enemies. Even stacking it with your skeleton, who could spawn in with a cold or fire enchanted weapon, which in addition to more damage, stacks debuff. It's like, oh, fantastic, but he's weak, so you have to actually skillfully go in, understand how the skeleton AI reacts in accordance to the enemy AI, when to use ranged attacks versus going in with melee. It's all very skill rewarding, and it's actually skill inducing RNG versus skill reducing RNG, because you get a positive no matter what. But depending on the outcome, if you use the right option, if you are skillful in your decision, then you can dominate the battlefield. Destroy hordes of enemies with basic attacks off of the backbone of one spell that you cast 5 minutes ago. That's incredible. Absolutely phenomenal feeling. It's easily my favorite spell in the game. It's easily the best spell in the game. Okay, can we get a serpent here? I'm all ready for it. I wonder. No, back to Black Forest. Okay. And yeah, that's the thing. Spirit summons in Elden Ring function nothing like that. You can get even weak sauce spirit summons and they still dominate with ease, because they're just not balanced accordingly. Now, is it possible that you get that one spirit summoning guide that was confirmed for Night Rain? We don't know the character's name yet. And it's balanced like Summon Skeleton? Yeah, it could be. It's very possible. Do I think that people are going to be upset at that? Yes. Do I think that they're a bunch of whiny bitches and baby gamers? That they don't understand game balance and what it really takes to introduce skillful and satisfying yet rewarding abilities in an action RPG? Yeah, they don't understand that. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't fucking do analysis at all. They just observe and they make the most surface level fucking points that you could possibly imagine. And that's fine when everything's just consume product. But we don't live in a world where we just have like fucking infinite money and also infinite time to test all these shitty games, considering so much disappointment has been around. Okay? I recently saw Tekken 8 had a patch as well that was wildly disappointing, okay? It's not a gaming ecosystem where you can just expect a good fucking game like the old PS2 greatest hits days. It ain't that anymore. We don't have that anymore. That's just some shit that we gotta get used to. We're gonna have to wait and look at reviews and look at gameplay accordingly and do proper analysis. Actually think before we buy. And I'm sure a lot of you in the audience already do that, and good for you. It's very important. But, my God, being able to look, think critically, and understand that, oh, most of the fucking action RPGs that exist are actually trying to provide a balanced, challenging, yet skillfully satisfying and rewarding experience, mechanically and subjectively, to the player and character alike, and not just be a baby game, wipe the floor, power fantasy, DRPG style game. That should be very simple for somebody to understand. That most of the economics flow around non-baby games. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? A lot of these guys, they want to play power fantasy, they want to mop the floor, they want to see the big numbers and the shiny things, and oh my god, I'm dealing big numbers. Oh, I kill everything in one click. Oh, it's fun detected, you know. And obviously I'm not into that. But neither are most fucking people. And so I can kind of understand a bit where the head developer is coming from. But you don't do that to your own fucking game series that's already known for that. Your series has already carved out a giant niche in the market within that genre. There's no need to... Oh, Leviathan. There's no need to fuck with it further. Just provide a good experience of that, and people won't get royally pissed off within the fan base. And if I see you change what you're good at, as somebody who's not even interested in that, am I gonna suddenly trust that you're gonna stick with whatever product mid-while? Like, am I gonna, as a Souls game style, more meaningful combat style enjoyer, am I gonna trust that you're gonna stick with that? Having abandoned your old fans? No. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Seeing that you changed it mid-development cycle, trying to change genres, when you've already, like, conjured and, like, collected and curated such an audience for already a set genre that garners a shit ton of players, okay? No, I don't trust that at all. So, who are you trying to impress, head developer? Who are you trying to win over? Not fucking me. And the PoE2 baby gamers, okay? That also don't understand how Souls games work. Go touch internet grass, okay? Not every action game is about breaking everything and dealing shit tons of numbers and manipulating your build so that you fucking destroy everything in one hit. No. People like give and take and balance experiences. And they always have. Holy shit. What a nightmare. Now, obviously, I don't want to both sides of this shit in the great totality of what I'm trying to say. Okay, the head dev is still fucked up way more than some of these rando baby game losers that try to say, oh, you know, they're nerfing things, you know. Okay, they can nerf shit. They can provide a balanced experience. Make a different game. Just make a new game to provide said balanced experience. Okay, grinding your games, make a different fucking IP. And do that. Go talk to Snowblind Studios, the people who made Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2, and who made Champions of North and Champions Return to Arms. Go buy the rights to that and make a methodical game experience. But what you've done has been so fucked up that I don't really trust it. I don't trust it, even if you made that. I don't trust it. Because fundamentally, I'm not interested in a game that has hyperinflated HP pools on its basic mobs that swarm you as you trying to, like, say, oh, well, you know, parry, you know, the thing that only works in one mob at a time. You're getting swarmed. What do you mean parry? You know, try these parry combos to build up frenzy charges. I'm not gonna fucking parry with these swarms of mobs that are just objectively not trash mobs and I have to give a damn about. Oh my god. So yeah, okay. Flat out, in terms of how fucked up situation is, I give like an 8 out of 10 fucked up to the head dev who misunderstands Path of Exile, ARPGs, which are really DRPGs, and also their own audience. Okay, that's fucked up. That's royally fucked up. And also misunderstanding Souls. That's royally fucked up. Don't do that. The trust is evaporated overnight, effectively. Yeah, fucked up. And then the people in the DRPG communities that are also misunderstanding Souls and just want to be like baby gamers for this, you know, stop representing solid games, or stop misrepresenting solid games in order to try to make your point in your niche genre. Just enjoy your niche genre and tell them how it is and give them good analysis, okay? Because they deserve it. Because they have 8 out of 10 fucked up. They deserve it. They deserve to be lambasted for their fucking up, alright? Do not try to go and say bullshit about other good games in the scene while you do so. Don't do that. So that's like a 2 out of 10 fucked up. Like, you fucked up. Okay? It's a fucked up situation. But it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Okay, you kind of fucked up, but yeah, it's like, whatever. Nothing too obscene, really. Oh, fuck, I didn't bring the portal. Yay. I should have brought the swamp portal. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Time to go. I'm almost home. Fuck it. I'm gonna survive whatever's there. Unless I get raided by some unnatural fucking raid, I'm gonna be fine. Even if it's the ground shaking again, I'll be alright. But yeah, I'm just... It's so strange. It's so strange to me. So why do you feel the need to, like, showcase a suboptimal Elden Ring build in the grand scheme of things? It's like you don't even understand how to make a good build, like the best build that you could have under whatever framework in Elden Ring. Like, this dude had 90 decks on his New Game Plus RL 200 character. Like, what are you doing with 90 decks? Like, the highest I've ever gone on a dex build, 77. 77. And that was with something that had more dex scaling than that guy's dex build. I'm actually going to go to spawn and portal back from there, and then we can continue. Yeah, that was with more dex scaling, because once you have more dex scaling, or more scaling in general, you can actually go up to higher points and make the most out of it. But you reach certain soft caps with certain scaling. Like, he had, what was it, 2 bleed infused cross Naginatas. He was dual wielding them. Ridiculous setup. I'm sure he had some other bullshit buff stacked up, because he was dealing, I think he showed like a $46,000 what am I fucking saying, 46,000 damage combo on Rolana, I think it was. And I'm just like, bro, I can get a smooth kill on her, understanding the mechanics, with 4 playthroughs worth of restrictions on my character. No problem. And it's wicked fun, and I'm still dominating. And it's really fitting the style at which Souls games are naturally evolving into. Just being able to shit out a 46,000 damage combo and delete a super boss like Rolana is not going to be some giant instance of what FromSoft really intends to do. That's not... No. Like, maybe make sure that you understand basic build crafting before you try to convince people that you act... Oh, this guy, Mr. DRPG enjoyer, he knows what Souls games... this is what Elden Ring is really about. Like, who the fuck are you convincing, my guy? You ain't convincing me. You're not convincing me for even half a second. If you don't know what a soft and hard cap is on a stat. You're not convincing me. You're not convincing From Software. You're not convincing the dude at Grinding Gear Games that's fucking everything up for Pact of Exile 2. In fact, if somebody sees that, and maybe the head dev sees that, and he says, oh, well, these guys, they just don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to continue with the vision. It's another thing that PoE 2 fans have been making fun of them for, rightfully so, because their vision was garbage. It might still be garbage for Dawn of the Hunt. Yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Turns out multiple people can be wrong at once. What a shocker. Anyway. I've been seeing a lot of gameplay for Kazan, the first Berserker, or I think it's called the first Berserker Kazan. I think that's the proper name of it. And I've been seeing the Steam reviews steadily drop a little bit. You know, it was at 92, now then it was at 91, and then the next day it was at 90, and I'm like, you know, I don't know, man. It looks pretty satisfying. But that's because I look at spear gameplay for that game. What is this fish doing behind me? I look at spear gameplay and I'm very interested. It looks like it's very satisfying. Like there's a good balance of positive action and neutral action. It's like, ooh, we're not just doing a block and deflect fest. We are actually making positive strides to dominate. That looks fine. So spear gameplay, very interested. Boar, please don't go outside. Very interested in that. But the other ones, maybe people are just really bad right now. It's very possible that people are like not the best. Ongbal, this Korean dude who's like a real stylish Sekiro and parry god, what have you. He's made some videos about it with like other weapon types, showcasing that there's some dominance. It's not reliable because he has the HUD off in terms of not all the HUD off, but he turned damage numbers off. You can still see the HP bar drop, but like my guy, why are the damage numbers off? I want to make accurate build by build comparisons and see how effective he really is, because he tends to make some videos that are very stylish and not as much the most functionally optimal. And I want to see optimal shit. Hello, Pickleton. I want to see optimal shit early on in the game because ideally I want to be as optimal as possible while also having a good balanced experience. That's what I want. I want my optimal experience to be fun as shit, and I want it to be a solid balanced experience at the end of the day. That's what I'm looking for. Surprise! It seems like I'm an average person playing games after all. That's all I want. I want my shit to be fun and balanced. And, well, the spear looks like it's quite balanced because you actually get some dominance in with skillful play, and it's a lot of positive action, unlike Sekiro, where you're actually fitting the concept of a berserker and being super aggressive. But you still have to be skillful, you still have to make your good perfect dodges, you still have to parry, deflect at certain times, you still have to be on top of your game. Ooh, we got a lot of bones. I guess I'll put some in here for now. You gotta be on top of your game, but it's still a dominant situation as long as you are skillful. There's the balance, there's the trade-off. And I like that. It fits the concept of a berserker. And I hear some people complain, oh, spear easy mode, spear. No, spear is normal. Spear is what sets the game apart. Spear is what makes it different from being a Lies of P clone, effectively. Okay? Spear is what the other weapons should be balanced towards in order to actually have a game that carves out a niche for itself that's not just aesthetics and the style. And so I'm really interested because conceptually just as well, polearms are badass, polearms are sick. A lot of people will go and look at spears historically when you think of like, oh, what's the best medieval weapon historically? And they're like, oh, look, the spear! And then they start talking about like a bunch of weapons that aren't technically the spear. They're like, well, you know, things like the spear have been really dominant. And it's like, okay, yeah. The spear, yeah, it's cheap and it's easy to learn and master and whatnot. And it's like, okay, how does it perform actually on the battlefield? Like, it's good, but, you know, the real elite troops are people who had like billhooks and lucerne back to corbins and halberds and basically spear plus a bunch of other good shit on it. Hello, good polearms. Anyway, polearms conceptually are very, very spicy. And so it's very good for a game to reflect that concept of a polearm mechanically by making them spicy. And so I don't mind that spears are a little bit overpowered. Still though, the other weapons, which literally two weapon types other than spear in Kazan, the dual wield and the greatsword, those can still be buffed up a little bit, I think. Now, I'm not 100%. A, I don't have the game. B, even if I did, it's still so early in the game's release that the analysis is super lacking. It's just overwhelmingly obvious that spear is just shitting on the other weapons. It's too obvious. And so, yeah, buff them up a little bit. For the love of God, you know, don't arbitrarily nerf the spear. Could some things be nerfed about the spear? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh no, you can't nerf anything. You can't nerf anything in my action game. No, if you have a good mechanical balanced reason to nerf something, then fucking do it. But you have to actually put in the good analysis and be competent in your dev communication. You can't just randomly do shit and expect people to just be on board. Or give incompetent communications like we've seen with Pax of Exile 2 developer. It's like, no, can't do that. Gotta actually get shit right when you're talking to your community. So I'm interested to see what Kazan does. It seems like a lot of people might be whining because either, you know, it's very possible just a skill issue. Very possible. Very, very possible. It's also very possible that we have genuine problems with the late game. I've seen a lot of enemy variety complaints that seem to be correct. It seems like the enemy variety of the mid and late game is a little bit lacking. Let me drink some water. Ah, that's good. But there does seem to be some nice quality of life as well. It seems like the addition with... Let's actually move this crypt portal. Rename this as well. This is crypt. And then I'm gonna get a bunch of coal from these Smelting geysers. There we go. But yeah, you gotta be wise on your communication. And maybe Kazan is top notch. Maybe it doesn't stick the landing. I don't know. But I'm curious to think if anybody's played it. I want to know what you think. I'm not the one to go and type, make a giant review in the middle of playing the game. Look, I still haven't made a fucking Valheim review. Yeah, nor an Elden Ring one. Because people, mainly Steam itself, with its really weird notification, like, you have whatever hours you want to make a review. No, I don't, because I don't think I have a full grasp on what's to come. There's new content coming. I'll make videos about stuff I've experienced, but that's not like a full review to me. Not quite yet. Let's mark this crypt portal. But a lot of people will go in and make reviews in the middle while they're playing the game, or they'll go in and just follow the game journalist's response, and what they do is they'll just get like this surface level understanding. It's like, the game's like this, If you like things like that, you'll probably like this. It's like, that's awesome, but that's not what's going to actually make me decide to purchase the game. No, I need more things than that. Again, we're not in that type of game ecosystem anymore. I need more information. I need to see more. I need to get more analysis from people who have completed it. I'm going to wait, see the Steam reviews, see what people have to say. More importantly, I need to see in like 2 months' time what people think about the full game. And I think when you actually start to see some critiques, that's when you get to see the real depth of what people have to say. Because if there's a giant... Oh, I didn't mind this out. If there's a giant yap sesh, like a 3-hour fucking video breaking down a game's numerous issues, and the people in the comments trying to defend it are all like, no, you see, you just have you're just bad. It's like, okay. If they're providing on-screen evidence and people are just like, whoa, haha, you're bad and stuff. I'm going to think that maybe the game is actually pretty bad. I'm going to think that there's probably a ton of issues with the game, even beyond what the guy in the video in the critique is saying. And that, Sherling Trophy. And that there's a major problem in the communities is huffing major copium. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. This is another weird thing with YouTube in particular, which makes me just fucking hate these algorithms. Oh, hey, bomb. Woo! I staggered him, but I still got hit. He's done now. Yeah, Silver Shield, let's go. Big damage. Love that. Alright, let's drop. Drop. An intro? Yeah, let's do it. Hello, sir. Space you out. Stagger. I think I want the Guk. I want that Guk. I want some standing green torches to accompany some of my Dwarger lanterns in the future. Just because I have this sort of green theme going on already. Alright, we're good on Smelting geysers, yeah? 100 coal. I can honestly, let's drop this for some more See if I have any more to grab. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. 100 coal. Alright. Solid. And I can head back through the Bog Witch portal. Sweet. But yeah, a lot of times when you look up the critiques for certain games, a bunch of positive videos pop up. And I'm like, I'm not looking for the positive videos. I'm not looking... I distinctly looked up the negative stuff. And sometimes, when you have an overwhelmingly negatively receptive game, and you look up those negative things, you might even see some positive stuff pop up in your feed. And I'm just like, man, YouTube, I understand, like, the algorithm is pushing you towards engagement, and it really wants you to, like and leave comment and, like, subscribe and watch the full video to get the runtime. And, I mean, maybe you guys should do that for me. I don't know, just maybe. But, in recommending the opposite shit that I want, you are just a broken site. You are just non-functioning. It doesn't work. If you are recommending the opposite of what I search, your site could not be more broken. So what the fuck is going on, YouTube? I'm sure you guys have noticed that too. What is going on with that? You know, these algorithms focused on surface level rage baiting and engagement. These negative emotion focused algorithms got to stop. They got to stop. We need meaningful engagement that provides a positive experience worth continuing to use the platform and continuing to engage and foster a good community. Like, this is ridiculous. And most people are just not mentally equipped to deal with when things go bad, when things they love or used to love go bad. They're not mentally equipped to deal with that. The copium that goes through people's noggins when they have to deal with it, they can't deal with it. Most people, I can deal with it because once you understand that the algorithm is just trying to jibate you into it's like, it's not too bad to be like, oh, okay, well, I've had this go bad in the past, I've had that go bad in the past, I've got this literary thing went bad in the past, this game went bad in the past, this show went bad in the past. I have a huge variety of interests, and so when some shit goes bad, I can deal with that. A lot of people don't know how to fucking deal with it. And so oftentimes what happens is, oh, YouTube looks like it's broken and it's gone bad, they just fucking quit using YouTube. If it's causing major issues with people and like they're getting addicted to like YouTube shorts and stuff, one day they'll just make the decision to stop using YouTube at all. And a lot of people will go overboard in trying to fix this for the future generations, or people that, they might be technically in charge of, whether it be at a school or something, and they'll just like blanket statement, lizard brain, shut it off completely. Oh, well, these things, it's broken, it's not functioning in this aspect, just shut it the fuck down. You don't get any of that. And we actually see this quite a bit with a lot of schools in just banning phones. You don't get smartphone, it gets put in a container at the start of the school, at the entranceway, just about. And then you go about your day without them. And I'm just like, are you also teaching kids how to manage when they have it back at the end of the day? Are you teaching them the self-control when they regain access to their phones and social media? Are you teaching them how to navigate the world once they are outside of the confines of the middle and high school? And they're out in the free world, maybe even working from home? Are you educating them on how to manage their emotions and their access to what might be harmful material, but might also be a gateway to infinite fucking knowledge and entertainment of good quality? Can you show them, as young, vulnerable, learning kids, how to get the most out of a situation which millions upon millions of people actually experienced nothing but positives with, just about? Instead of just melting their mind and saying, well, you're not going to melt your mind now, but when we're done with you, feel free to melt your mind. What is that actually doing good for the kids? It's not really. You have to accompany control of the classroom with teaching and educating self-control. And the biggest marker on this is that you have to be able to understand how to positively interact with these resources, because they are fucking resources. The internet is a positive resource. You have to know how to use it. There is mindless consumption and there is mindful consumption. And you have to fucking learn and you have to teach mindful consumption and critical thinking. If you're just going to be like, oh, well, let's just take the easy way out and just take their phones away. Guess what? I went to middle and high school. We all had fucking cell phones. You know what happened? We put them away during class time. And the teachers enforced that because they weren't weak bitches. The teachers actually knew how to control a classroom. And there was an incident maybe once every 3 months where, one of the popular girls were trying to text their friend in class and the teacher took it away. Maybe once every 3 months in one of my classes. Maybe at that. And you might say, oh, well, the algorithm has changed. Okay, then it's the fucking fault of the algorithm. And guess what? The algorithm's not going to go away, once you're home and you have access to your phone. It's going to be there. You have to learn to manage it. And let me tell you some good tips, okay? You have to look for shit that's going to blow you away. You have to look for shit that's going to engage you mentally and not just let your eyes glaze over. You have to look for good takeaways. You have to, I'm sorry, this is what I do a lot. You have to prune your algorithms with the 3 dots and say not interested or don't recommend channel. You have to be able to say, okay, block ad, I'm not interested in that for this reason. You have to actually work your algorithms nowadays because they're going haywire. You have to bend them into shape, even if they want to bend their way back. It sucks. I understand it sucks, but you really have to do it if you want to get positives. A lot of times, I'm at work and I'm able to just be on my phone for sometimes hours at end because I've been doing my job and I've done my production, my productivity. I've done my job for the night. So I'm able to just ride out, coast out, and I could melt my brain. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm able to just go and look at a short form content, whatever it might be on YouTube or Instagram or what have you. And I watch it and I just set my phone down and I'm thinking and I'm inspired. And I go, what is the good takeaway? What does that really mean? Is that good? And I'm just sitting there for 5 minutes in silence, phone literally turned off in my pocket. You have to be able to do shit like that and get good takeaways and analyze shit. Analysis is so fucking important, especially in this modern day short form algorithmic fueled ecosystem. You have to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Onions, I'm just gonna plant all of these. But yeah, if you don't have those skills, if you don't have the ability to go, oh, well, you know, there's a good takeaway or maybe a bad takeaway, and you have to be able to critically understand why it's bad and be able to want to and actively break it down in your mind. If you have those, you will be better off. Leaps and bounds better off with short form content than otherwise. One of the most obvious tools and tips that I could give you for consuming short form content mindfully: if you see something interesting, fucking go to their channel. They might have more of that in long form content. Guess what? Start consuming the long form content. Boom, you're out of the short form content. You are no longer just mindlessly scrolling. You are consuming better content at a better time frame, and it's immediately gotten you out of that state of mind. Immediately. Much better. If you found something interesting and you're just thinking about it, okay, a good thought to have. If you've seen something cool on the art form, or if it's a game, look up the game. You know? Try to see if there's something interesting there. Look up the developer, look up the artist, see what you can go further with that. There are things that are obvious to people who have navigated the internet for a while that might not be apparent for people who are new or otherwise inexperienced. God forbid the future generation and kids growing up nowadays. They do not have the simple tools to navigate these short form content without their eyes glazing over before hours pass by. And quite frankly, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that schools would even think of trying to effectively have these kids quit cold turkey without understanding that their noggins need to be primed away from mindless consumption of anything, period. Anything. So, half measures are not good enough. Especially not good enough for the kids that are going to be our future generation. It's not good enough. You need to follow through with proper fucking education. And why do I need to say this? About the school systems. Shouldn't that be obvious to them? Fucking ridiculous. Not only that, but like, there was a CNN interview that I saw about it. They had a small panel of 6 kids that went to this high school that implemented the phone ban change. That would be a nightmare for my old high school. I'm just saying that right now. We had a large high school. Actually navigating it, if you got unlucky from top to bottom, you could have classes on the opposite ends, back to back. You had 9 minutes of quote-unquote passing time in between. Alright? Sometimes you barely made it there. Never mind going to your locker. I never went to my locker a single time, other than understanding what the first time was, because that's how long it took to get from place to place. I brought my coat, my winter coat, everywhere in the wintertime. I put it away. No, I wasn't putting it away. You think I had the time to do that? And so do you think we really had the time to be able to fit ourselves into the entranceway of the school and actually one by one get our phones sorted? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? You would have to add time onto the school day, a significant amount of time, to actually have that function smoothly. It just doesn't function. It's just not implemented with any sense when you think about large schools. It's like, fuck that. Like, people just lizard brain and they didn't think about it for 2 seconds. But you look at this school interview, you look at these kids. The kids at the end of it, they were talking about all the positives and, oh, these are the positives, these are some of the negatives. They were unsure whether or not it was a good thing at the end of it. They were unsure. A lot of people talk about, obviously, it's like, oh, it's good to have SMS signal to communicate with friends and family, or mainly family if there's an emergency. Okay, you got an emergency, like a school shooting or some shit? Damn. It's gonna be really good to have your fucking phone then. It's gonna be really good to be able to actually message your parents and tell them that you're okay. That's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. That's gonna be pretty necessary. Not just that, we had more tornado drills than we did shooting drills. Thank God. And what happens when there's a natural disaster? One time in our shitty school district is, unusual, let's say. One time, we had to actually hop on the bus, go to the high school, when the weather was so bad and there was so much snow caked up on the roads that somebody had died on the same street that the middle school was on because of a weather-related car accident. And we still had to get on the buses and go to school. If there were weather-related incidents at the school, we would need those trackers. We would need the phones. It's just good to have. And all it's going to take is one incident where the parents don't have access to their children for these school systems that are already suffering in the US monetarily, that are already being hounded by parents who may or may not be wrong in certain scenarios, who are already stressed out beyond belief about each of these things and more. All it takes is one of these incidents, when this policy's been implemented at a school, for them to get sued into the ground monetarily. We're talking about the end of school districts. Whole districts, if this is the case. All it takes is one incident. One. So it's obviously a shitty idea. People will say obviously it's a good idea. No, think about it for 2 fucking seconds. It is obviously the worst fucking idea. As if these no attention span ass kids won't just bring other shit into class if the teacher doesn't have the classroom under control. How about just have teachers that can bring a classroom under control? I went to middle and high school and I had no problem with those. Okay? You gotta be able to get the kids under control. I don't know. I'm saying if I had a kid and they implemented that and they were just basically admitting like, oh, we can't get our kids under control in the classroom, I would be really considering pulling my kid. I would be, because what the fuck? What the fuck do you mean? Like, you can't control the classroom? None of your teachers can control a fucking classroom with phones? They could with my generation. These kids are acting out of line. Get them in line. Fucking do it. And if there's some sort of administrative policy that's preventing them from doing that, change the fucking policy. It is always a symptom of a deeper problem if you're just gonna ban the phones. It is always, whether it's fucking parenting, whether it's understanding how to mindfully interact with your phone and social media sites, whether it's school teachers, whether it's school administration, there is always a deeper issue that needs to be addressed. And guess what? Just address those issues. That's it. That's it. That's all you fucking have to do. And I know it's not easy as pie to do those things. But I'm sorry, we had it fucking figured out. So figure it the fuck out. I'm sick and tired of people being like, oh, it's just obviously positive thing. Fuck are you talking about? Go touch grass. Actually talk to people who know how to do these things or have lived in a generation where people knew how to do these things. It's not hard to do. You'll find them pretty easily. Like shit. Being able to quickly look up something when you're in a discussion with your kids at the lunch table, or just like with your friends or whatever. Like that's good. Like we never used it for some rank bullshit in the middle of class. And guess what? You look at this CNN interview. A proponent of it, another student, a 7th student that they interviewed randomly, was like, oh yeah, you know, they have different engagement in the classroom now. The engagement is different. I've seen some kids bring games into class. Oh, games, you know, those things, surely they're not distracting at all. Whole games, whether it be board games or video games, surely those won't be distracting in the classroom. No, they won't disrupt the learning environment at all. Whoa, no. Surely not. This is, oh, we have done it. We've saved the city. We've done it. We fixed it. We fixed our kids. Now they're bringing fucking games to class. Fix your classroom. You have to have authority in the classroom. And guess what? One of those students on the 6 panels in that interview, you know what he said? He said, I go home, I don't even think about homework. I go straight to my phone. Proof of the point that I've been making the whole time. You need to know mindful engagement, not mindless engagement, because it's a huge asset, this fucking little computer in our pockets, if you know how to use it right. And who the fuck do I need convincing about that? Y'all use computers, okay? If you're watching this, y'all use a computer. Who do I really need to convince right now, watching this? You know it deep down. There's benefit to actually using this thing. You have to know it, and you have to teach it. And if you don't, guess what? Quote unquote, I don't even think about homework, I just go straight to my phone for hours. For hours! When you should be doing homework. Fucking A. What a nightmare. All of the points that I had, all of the concerns that I had, were proven right as soon as these kids opened their mouth. And some of them were like, yeah, it's good. By the way, here are the shitty things that it's caused. Wow. Awesome. So you mean to tell me the distraction in the classroom has temporarily gone down, but now people are bringing games into class as a substitute? That distraction level is just going to go right back up. And then kids are going to be on their phone after school anyway. So you've just doubled your distraction. Awesome. What a huge, obvious success. Fucking dumbasses. Oh my god. Couldn't be more of a stupid thing to implement. Just get... Jesus Christ. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's so fucking obvious. It's so obvious. Bunch of lizard brain assholes. Oh my god. Oh my god, it pisses me off. Oh. Anyway. I'm just running around and ranting. I need to upgrade my shit. which is in here. Also, I should be sniping the birds. Sorry, wasn't. Here we go. Let's get this sledge upgraded. I need this thing upgraded for frost caves. And, yeah, I might as well upgrade my mace. Ah, do I want to, though? Am I being a little neuron activating about the mace? I'm not sure. Oh, I need to buy more Emir flesh. Shit. Let's see. Sledge. Upgrade. Yes, sir. Yeah, I need to buy more flesh. Okay. Just gonna get some coins and valuables that I've gotten from crypts here. I need to buy more flesh. Let's see, it's like 4, 6, I think. So I have 2, so I need 8 flesh. Merchant, let's go. I don't know if I have enough to buy 8 flesh. I really hope so, but I still have more crypts, which means more money. I don't know. I just think I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed as a teacher if we actually did that. Or if an administration actually did that. I would be fucking embarrassed for the school. Be like, it's only a matter of time before the kids catch on, and then the parents catch on. And then shit just goes south. Okay, I got 6. I need more. I need more coins. It really only a matter of time. I wonder if I can find a burial chamber and just kind of pop off and get coins. Or a troll cave. We're in the Black Forest after all. I think that's a burial chamber. Yes. I saw a hint of blue mist. I'm like, that's it, baby. Okay, the skeletons are going after the deer, that's fine. Alright. I can just put this on, I don't care. Huge, alright. 9 feathers? Fuck you, dude. I guess I'll take the bones. Yeah, I'll take everything, why not? I have the inventory space. Yellow mushrooms. I have a lot, but it affects my farming skill, so why the fuck not? Oh, hello. Ooh, ghost, you are not happy to see my froster. No, sir. Like, the crazy thing is, I had a teacher in high school, like my biology teacher, 10th grade. She could not maintain class order very much at all. Alright. And people weren't using their fucking phone. She still was able to get people controlled with their phones. The weakest teacher, the weakest one in terms of that, was still able to wrangle the kids up with it. It's just, it's unbelievably pathetic. Unbelievably pathetic that like people would be like, oh yeah, ban the phones. It's like, I'm sorry, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, you're gonna have to navigate being able to work from home and doing that. You're gonna have to navigate college, the entirety of a university, with that as being able to use your phone potentially. You know. Oh, can I get a trophy? I don't know if I got a trophy. Fuck. Hang on. No, I didn't get a trophy. Oh. No, it's just like it also kind of bothers me that people would implement such an obviously stupid decision without much thought at all. Like, it takes 2 seconds to go through the negatives. I haven't even talked about all the negatives. I'll spare you. Okay? But you know, it's like, oh god, what else could be implemented in the school? Like, holy shit. What else bullshit could just go in? Like, oh, you know, I feel like I would sooner homeschool my kid. Like, that's just such a bad sign. It's not such a bad sign, man. Okay, we got a shit ton of good stuff here. This might just be the last 2 Emir flesh. Ooh, I kind of want this. Nah, it's not. Oh, this is a burial chamber. I could do this as well, because it's only gonna be the same shit. Let's go. I don't know. Our education system is obviously a fucking nightmare. We don't need it to be any worse. We need it to be better. There's gonna be a lot of false positives that you hear about this shit as well. It's like, oh, it was a great success. Why was it a great success? Oh, our kids were using phones in the classroom a lot. Like, oh yeah, why were they allowed to do that? Was that something that they were allowed to do previously? Why was that? Why? Why was that something that you were able to do? Administration? Why was my kid allowed to do that in the middle of class? I would be on my... I would be really upset if they said some shit like that. It's like, yeah, why is that the case? You're fucking up my kid's learning environment. Like, plain and simple. Like, it's a crazy false positive. It's like, oh yeah, it had a great success because we were so shit at our job. Sorry. Okay. I don't care. Be better at your job. Fucking... I don't fucking care. Ooh, love those +1s, even if it's for yellow mushrooms. Give me those +1s, baby. Alright, we're good here. We cleared this. I would love the sheer quantity of bones, but right now I'm just in it for the coins. I don't know if I'm gonna kill Zil and Thunger this run, but I do want those eggs. I might just debate them to the corner and then pick up some fucking eggs. Okay, that's more than enough flesh, but we're good. Yeah, the coins are always going to be good for barrels and shit, but I don't know. There's probably going to be some shit unlocked by... oh no, I should kill ZNT because, like... Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. It might be relevant to, like... like bog witch related shit. It's tough to say. Like, I don't know. I've been pretty dry on patch notes and things because of Ashlands. My slow ass, you know. Look at the feather count. Hell yeah, dude. Got some good. I still got some. Oh, God. My reserves are so low. Good flint head arrows, though. That's good. Be good for 1-star fallings and such. And great feathers. I love that. I'll just put them in here. If you guys think I'm missing something about this whole banning phones situation, like, please let me know. It seems like a lot of European countries are like, yeah, we've banned them in the classroom too. Like, people from them are just saying that, and it's like, yeah, they were already banned in the classroom. That's not what they're doing now. Like, that's, that's misrepresenting what's actually happening. And a lot of the proponents are just being like, yeah, we love it, and just not actually saying anything. So, if people have actually nuanced takes and they can address some of the concerns that I have and maybe convince me, then convince me. You know, I'm open to it, of course, you know. But it just seems with, you know, the combination of factors that I've mentioned, it's like, kind of fucked up situation. Just doesn't add up. Let's see. Oh, my sledge is in this barrel? Yeah. Alright. I think I want to max this and then start upgrading the mace. Because the mace, it's nice, but like Froster is just... Froster's Froster. Like, yeah, the mace is going to be killing golems, but... it can do that at quality too, you know? Okay, I got my flesh, got my iron, got my ancient bark. Let's upgrade this fucking thing. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, it's so expensive. But it's worth it. I know it's worth it. Alright, now we have 34 iron left. That's it. Man. Still, though, we are more likely than not to kill the little fellas, the wolves, in one hit. Which is awesome. Love that. Love me the Great Bonk Wolf Slayer in the Frost Caves. What else have we got? Just trying to think here. I'm not gonna make the iron sword. Fuck that. Huntsman bow and that gear already maxed out. I could upgrade the iron mace like once. I think it also takes. Can I upgrade it twice? Maybe. After I do that, I want to do a couple of things with iron. I want some wood iron beams to expand some of these buildings a little bit horizontally in the air. Let's see now. Oh, it's like, it was like 20 and 30 or some shit. Let's see. Am I forgetting something? I got the crystal battle axe. No need for regular. Silver shield. I got the ancient bark spear is very aesthetic, but there's no fucking way. I need iron for the silver sword. So that's good. That's something to save it for. Obviously, black metal stuff and Mistland stuff takes a bunch of iron. Mostly Mistland stuff. Some black metal things, but mostly Mistlands. But I'm gonna mine more iron. I might as well upgrade it. Let's go. Yeah. More efficient golem killing is just gonna save your ass in certain situations. Why the hell not upgrade it? Okay. Yeah, 30 iron for the last one. What are we looking at here? That's still really good. The neuron activation of the porcupine is drawing me in, but I just don't know. Iron Mace is Iron Mace. Valheim, Iron Gate really did the porcupine dirty, man. It's so sad. But I'm not going to talk about that. You already know. Porcupine is just not a good spot. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Absolutely chock full of rants and shit today. Especially that phone one. I understand it's like tangentially related to the channel, but it is related to YouTube algorithms and social media algorithms, which is related to the channel. And people have to be able to know how to mindfully engage with content and not mindlessly engage. And that's the real crux, I think, of the student thing. Yes, there are other issues, like with teachers not being able to control the classroom. Yes, there are issues with parenting. Yes, there are issues with the tech companies pushing out these algorithms in the first place. Like I said earlier, it's literally broken in some cases. Like 180 broken. But we gotta be able to adapt in some way because fucking I have, you know? And it's not as hard. It's not that hard as some people might say. It really isn't. Is it fucking annoying? Yes, it is. It's really annoying, but you gotta be able to put the sweat in. It's for the kids, it's for the future. Put the sweat in. Can't just take the easy way out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys some other time. Bye.